Okay, it's the start of the new year, 2021, and we're getting a lot of inquiries about the 2553 form. Essentially, this form is required for companies that want to become an S-Corp, and it's the S-election form, or otherwise known as Form 2553. So if you do a Google irs.gov Form 2553, you'll see this PDF document. It's about 5 pages. The cover page is this. When you're done with it, we recommend first, after you sign and date it, is fax it to one of these numbers, depending on what state you're operating from, and then also mail it certified return receipt, and that's that green and white slip when you go to the post office. And the reason for doing this is when the IRS gets it, you'll be able to track it as proof that they received it, because this form is due 2.5 months after your year end. So assuming you're like a calendar year end, 12/31, and that's what we're going to use in this example, for you to become an S-Corp for example, the year 2021, this form has to be filed by March 15th, 2021. Now, if you file it after that date, there's a special like IRC tax code you should put up on top of the letter. The IRS is pretty lenient on it, depending on when you file it after the due date. And you may have to work with the IRS for them to grant you S-election for the whole year. But so in this video, we're just going to kind of walk through how to fill out the form. It's relatively simple. The first part is you want to put your company name. And you want to use the name that you registered with your state. So in terms of, filling out this form, this assumes that you've already registered with your state, and you also got an EIN from the IRS. And, to get the EIN from the IRS, just log in the IRS website, and you can kind of register and do it all online. It takes 5-10 minutes, and you'll get the EIN number there. And this is where you'll put your EIN number. Okay, and it's usually like two numbers and a dash, 2 numbers dash, and then you got 7 digits after. And then you'll put your address, call it Main Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60654. State of incorporation, we'll do Illinois. Date incorporated. So even though, just say you incorporated your business and you've been operating as an LLC, so just say you incorporated your business on January 1st, 2019, you put that date here. So this is the date that you originally incorporated your business. Now, if you incorporated this year, and you're going to become an S-Corp right away, then you put the date that you actually incorporated. But this date should mirror the date that you registered with your state. That's very important. And then you check this box D if any of the items above here kind of changed. And then box E here is the date that you want to become an S-Corp, effective what date. So in this case, we're saying we want to become an S-Corp effective January 1st, 2021. Now, if you're watching this video and it's 2022, you want to do this as of January 1st, 2022. You wouldn't want to, and we rarely see this, that you want to become an S-Corp like mid-year. You always want to do something at the beginning of the year. And then this section here, you want to check this box, and this assumes your business operates on a calendar year, meaning January through December 31st. If you have a fiscal year, you'll check one of these other boxes. But, for our clients, all of them are calendar year clients, except there's a couple nonprofits where they have a mid-year, and nonprofits, this doesn't apply to them. Then you're going to put your name, right? And then you're going to put, managing member. You got to put your title, and then you want to put your telephone number, right? 1-900-1000. And then you're going to sign it. You're going to put your title here again. And you're going to put the date that you signed it. Okay. And then you go down to page number 2, right? So you're going to put your name and address of all the shareholders. So if it's just you, you're just going to put your name, your home address, right? And, city, state, and then you're going to put 100% owner, right? And the dates that you acquired these shares, right? So you're going to use this date, the date that you incorporated, right? Because you became 100% owner on that date. You're going to put your social security number, and then the shareholders tax year end. Again, we're a calendar year, so you're going to do December 31st, so month and date. That's your year end. And you're going to sign this, and then you want to put the date that you want to become an S-Corp here. Then we go down here, and that's pretty much it for a majority of people that want to convert their entity to an S-Corp, or if you're electing to become an S-Corp for the first time. This second page here, or this third page, kind of relates to if you have a fiscal year end. And again, most companies have a calendar year end, so this is all not applicable. And then this relates to if you have a subchapter S-Corp or a trust. In most entities, this is not applicable to them. So now if there's a couple members or a couple shareholders, you have to put everyone's name. Everyone's got to sign it and date it. And then if there's 2 people, you got 50%, you got 50%, and then the dates that are required, everyone's social security, year-end date, and then that's pretty much it. But you're only going to put like one member here, and then you're going to list all the shareholders down here. And again, you want to print it out, you'll sign and date it, and then like I said, fax it based on whatever state you're from first, and then you want to mail a certified return receipt. So hopefully that helps answer your question on how to complete a 2553. And again, remember the due date to do this, to become effective for a whole year, is by March 15th. And if you do it afterwards, like I said, the IRS is kind of lenient depending on when you do it. You'll just have to kind of do some extra steps.